People ask, what's the difference between calcite and Corosex, or we call it FloMag. Basically, calcite is a natural limestone media used to raise pH in your water supply. Corosex is a pH booster. You add a minimal amount to each bag of calcite in order to raise the pH when levels are excessively low. Well, Corosex is a pH booster. It has 4 to 5 times pH raising power that plain calcite does, and it's designed to dissolve a little bit quicker than calcite in order to raise the pH up faster. People ask, do I need to use FloMag? Do I need to order that FloMag with the calcite neutralizer? And I'm telling them it depends on the pH. If your pH is 5.5 to 6.9 and you're ordering a 2.5 cubic foot non-backwashing acid neutralizer, you're fine with plain calcite. If you're ordering a 1.5 and your pH is 5.5, you're going to need to use a calcite and FloMag mixture. People ask me, what's the cutoff level where I can just use calcite by itself in my acid neutralizer tank? And it depends on what size tank you have. If you have a 2.5 cubic foot tank, 5.5 is the lowest you can go. If you have a 1.5 cubic tank, which is a 10 by 54 tank, 6.0 is the lowest you can go with plain calcite. People ask, can I just pour the Corosex or the FloMag in after the calcite? And I'm like, no, you can't do that. It'll turn to a brick, it can ruin the tank, and you have to start all over again with a brand new tank. Basically, we use a storage bin, you dump in the calcite, you dump in the FloMag, mix it really well, add it to the tank, and repeat that process with all the bags that come with the unit. People ask, will my water be harder with a Corosex and calcite mixture? And yeah, it'll be a little bit harder than just plain calcite, but not much more. People ask, if I use too much Corosex or FloMag in the mixture, is my pH going to be too high? And yeah, and I'll give you an example. Years ago, I sold a system to a contractor, and I explained to him to measure 2 to 3 pounds per bag of calcite. 2 to 3 pounds of FloMag per bag of calcite. He dumped the whole bag of FloMag in, which was like 50 pounds. pH shot up to 11, and he had to dump it all out, buy all new media, and start over again. So when I tell you the exact mixture you need to use when we're speaking on the phone, follow that. We're not responsible for your mistakes. Now people ask, I have a calcite FloMag mixture, does one dissolve faster than the other? Now FloMag or Corosex can dissolve a little bit more quickly than calcite does, and that's why we recommend layering it. That's why we tell you to mix them together in a storage bin, add it to the tank, repeat that process with all the bags. So you create even layers of mixture throughout the tank so you don't have to service it more often than you would with just plain calcite. Now people ask, I noticed online Corosex is a lot more expensive than calcite. And yeah, it's true, but you're not using the whole bag. You're mixing in a couple of pounds of FloMag per bag of calcite, and you're going to have a bunch of FloMag left over for future services, and we always recommend storing that in a dry place because it doesn't go bad.